He says she confuses business
She treats me like her personal assistant.
with pleasure.
Foreplay, not enough of it.
Oh, I'm busy. I have things to do.
I'm busy. So, change of heart found her a guy who likes to get busy.
So there's nothing wrong with, hey, how you doing? Let's get down to business.
You guys didn't even get down to business, though, did you?
That's personal.
After he gets personal with a blind date of his own, will it be business as usual?
You need a little oomph.
Or will they have a change of heart?
Hi, I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. This is the show where couples who have reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go out on one blind date with someone new. We'll find out about their dates later. First, we're going to meet our couple. Sparks flew after they met through mutual friends, and a year later, the fires are still burning. Please welcome Brad Stevens and Kristin Palumbo. Well, a year, that's quite a while, you know, hanging out
long
together.
time.
So I'm sure there's some issues, but before we get to those, we want to know, Brad, first, what was one of the first things you noticed when you met?
I noticed the way she looked. I mean, she's an awesome looking woman. Takes good care of herself. Really has great taste in clothes, and you can tell that she really enjoys being a woman just by looking at her.
Wow. Yes, you can. Kristin, what's the most positive thing about your relationship with Brad?
We have a really great relationship, Chris, because we both have our individual lives. We have our freedom, we have our independence, and yet at the same time we have such a great time together, too.
All right, that sounds good. Brad, who's the boss in the relationship?
I would like to say I'm the boss, but I gotta be honest with you. Kristin's pretty much the boss. She kind of treats me like her personal assistant.
I
really?
do not.
Yeah, you do.
Assistant?
Yes. You go out.
Do not?
I will be at home. She'll be out doing whatever, and she calls me up. Hey, I just got a page from so and so. Would you give them a call?
No.
Yeah.
So instead of calling
no,
that person, she calls
No,
you.
Brad
Yeah.
is just not really an initiative taker.
Oh.
And, you know, he's kind of a mama's boy, and he likes a woman to, you know, tell him what to do. And
Okay.
Oh,
well,
is that really the impression you get?
So much for the nice things about the relationship. Kristin, what else is there that Brad does or doesn't do that turns you off?
Well, Brad doesn't shower enough.
Brad!
Break.
Well,
How often does he shower?
well,
I shower every day.
Well, sometimes he skips a day or two, and it's really
two?
scary because he
Give me a
comes
break.
to the bedroom, and not only hasn't he showered sometimes, but sometimes he hasn't brushed his teeth
Oh,
either.
give me a break. That's not
And he
true.
wants a little action, and I'm like, hello? I think you need to brush your teeth first at least.
Don't even go there. That's not true.
Well, Brad, we'll ask you about Kristin in the romance department. What's that like when you have showered?
Kristin's not the most romantic. I'll give it to you in one word: foreplay. Not enough of it.
Hello? Isn't that what everyone wants?
Yeah, well,
Guys,
that
hello?
was, when we.
Hello.
Well,
thank
that's nice and everything. When we started out, we spent a lot of time, and then it was nice when it was kind of like, do me, get it over with, let's go.
Wham,
but it's
bam,
like,
thank you, man.
let's get back to some of that taking the time,
Just to make sure I'm not confused here, it's you that want more time.
Absolutely.
He
Okay, because
wants
usually it's the...
Yeah, I know it's usually the other way around, but when that's all it is anymore, it's just like, let's spend a few hours.
Well, I'm busy.
Not
I have things to do, places to
I'm
go.
busy. Okay, Kristin, how is moving out of that department into the fashion department? How is Brad's fashion sense? He looks kind of nice today.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Actually, he looks presentable today, Chris. But the fact of the matter is he has a few T-shirts, some jeans, sneakers, and an occasional ripped shirt missing buttons that he'll wear out.
Yeah, well,
in fact,
when I'm comfortable.
in the whole year that I've known him, he hasn't gone shopping once because his mom sends him packages of clothes.
Isn't that nice? Brad, any problem with Kristin's appearance?
Kristin's got the best looking thighs in the world. They're just surrounded with like a balloon of mashed potatoes, though.
Balloon of mashed potato.
Just a slight one.
Okay, that's an interesting way to describe her thighs.
That's really rude.
Kristin, does Brad have hobbies that keeps him busy?
Oh, yes, he has one big, fat, boring hobby. It's called his computer.
Kristin, why did you agree then to come on the show after a year now and then do a blind date and see what's out there?
Well, I'm always, looking for opportunities to meet other people and have fun. So, Brad and I aren't engaged or anything, no plans for marriage, so I thought it would be a fun thing.
Okay, other opportunities, maybe some fun, that's possible. Well, it seems that Brad and Kristin have some legitimate concerns, and when we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out if they've had a change of heart. All right, welcome back to Change of Heart. We're here with Kristin and Brad, who are at a turning point in their year-old relationship. Kristin said that Brad falls short in the personal hygiene department, that he lives on his computer and doesn't have any sense of style. So we fixed her up with a stylish dresser who brushes his teeth twice a day. Please welcome Michael Lifshay. Hello, Michael.
Welcome.
Nice to see you, Michael.
Thank you.
Brad, first impression, what do you think of Michael?
It seems like a nice enough guy. He's got a Kramer thing going now.
Jerry, so I guess it works out pretty well.
All right, Kristin, how do Michael and Brad compare physically?
Well, physically, they're probably about the same height, but probably not the same weight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brad sort of put on a little tummy.
Hey.
So, I like a toned body, and Brad and I joined a gym together, but he hasn't gone there lately, and Michael seems to work out and tone his body, so
Oh, that's good.
gotta like
Very
a good
true.
body.
Okay, Kristin, you said that also Brad's outfits were a little, not so hip.
Yeah.
How was Michael?
Well, I thought Michael was real stylish. He showed up, it was a casual, just last-minute thing, wanted to be comfortable, but he had
course he's
nice
stylish on a
khakis,
date.
a white shirt with a sort of vintage lime shirt under that, and then black belt
I'm
and
not,
black shoes. He's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can be stylish too, but when I'm hanging around, when I'm just kind of hanging around, I want to be comfortable.
Well, that's the problem.
But
You're
there's a
hanging
difference
around on the
between-
computer. You gotta get out.
Nothing personal. I'm not in college anymore, so it's grown-up clothes and looking nice all the time. It's just,
Brad? Michael, how about Kristin? How was she dressed?
tonight or on the...
No, on the date.
On a date? Hottie. She was really good. She was showing a lot of skin, nice black slacks, and a little bit of midriff, and it was great. She looked really good.
Yes, Brad.
Let's talk about that. We're talking about my fashion sense. When I'm hanging around her, she doesn't dress like this. She only dressed like this. She'll come home from going out with her friends or whatever. Here she is dressed like this.
Every night I dress up.
Oh yeah.
Every night I dress up.
We go out and it's just like jeans.
That's
All right,
not
Kristin,
true.
Kristin, your date with Michael, who planned that?
Michael planned the date, which was really great. As we mentioned earlier, Brad is lacking in the initiative-taking department. So,
Why should I have any initiative when you're going to condemn everything I do because it's not up
It was-
to Kristin standards?
It was great. It was real spontaneous when we just decided to
Last
go out and
minute.
It was last minute, so we decided to go grab some dinner, and it was great. It was nice because I said it was one of my favorite restaurants, and I didn't want to tell her until we got there, and she had said the exact same thing. She goes, "Oh, this is one of my favorites," and so was real comfortable from the start.
Yeah,
It was
we
real
had a
laid
lot
back.
in common. I
Yeah.
mean, just the fact that he picked a restaurant that I like, because I'm very picky, I was really impressed.
So that was off
Yeah.
to a good start.
Yeah.
Did you, Kristin, notice about his dental habits? Were they much better than Brad's?
Well, he picked
I
me
floss.
up, and
I'm a flosser.
it was pretty, close in the car, and I didn't detect
What do
any
you mean? It's
bad
close
breath.
in the car. What do you mean?
Well, no, when you're driving, you're in a car. It's a close,
Close in the
confined
car.
area.
Yeah.
No, and Brad, of course, the American Dental Association recommends at least twice a day brushing.
Flossing is good too.
And flossing, yes.
Waxed. The floss.
We're seeing shopping and dental tips from this guy.
You get both.
Michael, what do you remember most about the dinner?
That we had a lot of the same taste, but we decided to try something different with our food. So she got something new, and I did something that neither one of us had. So we shared, gave her a little bit of my fish, and she had lamb.
You were feeding her?
And we fed each other. It was really kind of nice.
Hold on a second. Wait, you
No,
were.
he didn't
it
have
was
my
nice.
fish. It was, I had some of
And
that.
it was swapping. It was nice.
I would hope that he didn't have your fish.
They put us off in a corner away from everybody else. It was really great, and we talked about a lot of same interests.
Put some public displays of affection there, Brad. What do you think?
Well, no, we had a really great conversation.
Yeah.
We had a really good time, and by the time we looked up, I mean, they were closing down the restaurant, literally. I mean, the buses were hovering over us like, okay,
We turned around, there was no one else
pay
in the
the
restaurant.
bill,
That was
where's
so
the
weird.
tip, we want to go home. And
We were kind of saying, you people have to leave now.
yeah, we had thought about going dancing, but by the time I got out of the restaurant, it was so late that everything was closed.
Yeah.
Michael, Brad was complaining about Kristin maybe speeding through the romance department a little too quickly. Would that be a problem for you?
Oh my God, no. I mean, it's
Well-
like, hey, here we go. You know, there's nothing. You know
What romance went on here?
Brad, there's nothing wrong with a little romance, but also there's nothing wrong with, hey, how you doing? Let's get down to business. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Wait a minute, you guys didn't even get down to business, though, did you?
You know, that's personal.
Oh, okay.
But we at the end of the day, it was great. It was really late, and I walked her to her door, and we had talked about, possibly doing something else in the next week, and I just gave her a kiss on the lips goodnight, and we talked, and just
What?
sent her away. It was great.
You kissed him?
I told you it was.
You didn't tell me you kissed him. No, you did not tell me you kissed him.
It was a little peck.
There was a little peck.
It was a peck.
I'll vouch for that. It was.
Peck on the lip.
Oh, Brad, they do sound a little compatible, though. You never know, right? You feeling okay with that?
Whatever.
All right, Kristin, he had a better body. He is a stylish dresser. That's what you were looking for, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if the stylish dressed Michael, who brushes his teeth on a regular basis, was enough to give Kristin a change of heart. But next, we're going to meet the woman that Brad dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We're here with Brad and Kristin, and we just heard what happened on Kristin's date with Michael. Brad says that Kristin should stop being so bossy, trim down those thighs, and take it a little slower when it comes to romance time. So we matched him up with a woman with great gams and a woman who doesn't mind a man taking charge. Please welcome Kelly Hawthorne. You almost knocked me over getting over there to Brad. Kristin, what do you think? First impressions of Kelly?
I'm sure she's very nice, Chris.
She is.
What do you want me to say?
Oh, it's always funny to hear what somebody has to say when they first see someone. Kelly, Kristin said that Brad was a bad dresser. Did you notice the problem when you were out with him?
Not at all. He looked great. He had a pressed shirt on. I appreciated the dry cleaning. He had nice pants on. He definitely looked a little more dressed up. And I had black on, so we were actually a little coordinated.
Yeah.
So he looked really nice.
See, Kristin, he was working it. Did you help him, by the way? Did you ever go to the mall and help him pick that
no,
out?
because I was a little disgusted the fact that I've tried to drag him to the mall all year, and then the week that he has a date, he decides he'd take me up on that.
That would be the time, right.
No.
Brad, what'd you think of Kelly when you met?
I thought she was awesome looking, had great legs.
I'll agree.
Very big, beautiful eyes and this gorgeous smile. Look at this right here.
Yeah. Kristin, Brad seemed to like
Well,
Kelly.
okay, that's fine. Although it's kind of funny because when he came home, I said, "Oh, did you have fun? Did you have fun? Was she very attractive?" And he says, "Well, yeah, she was pretty. Yeah." And he says it all like that.
Like she was okay.
Trying to downplay it.
I see.
Well, I didn't want you to worry.
Kelly, Kristin says that Brad's out of shape. What do you think?
I think he looks great. I think he definitely
You don't
looks like
see this right
Oh,
here?
get away.
It's the big shirt. It's the big shirt. That's.
Exactly. We're in like the little poet shirt here, a little blousier shirt. He looked really. I was really impressed. He looked great when I met him. He looks great right now.
All right. Brad, you said that they like that. Brad, you said Kristin can be a little bossy. Was that a problem with Kelly?
Not at all. Kelly really let me kind of take the lead. She allowed me to kind of make some of the decisions. If I gave her the option to do something, if she wanted to do it a certain way, we would do it. And then,
Well, if you tried to take the lead, I would certainly
I took the
let
lead.
you. No, I'm saying you say I'm bossy, but you don't try to take the lead.
well, yes, I do. But every time I take the lead, it doesn't meet your standards, and it's always changed anyway. So why even bother taking the lead? Just let you do it so it'll be right, and we can just kind of get along.
Kelly, how did Brad act on your date with him?
Brad was a perfect gentleman. I have to say, I talked to my friends the next day. He had dating etiquette down. We met in the bar, and he offered me a seat there. Did I want a cocktail? Did I want to move into the dining room right away? When we sat down for dinner, he asked me if I wanted to sit indoors or outdoors, if I wanted a bottle of wine, which I mentioned, I didn't know if that would pump the check up too much. He's like, don't worry about that. I got that taken care of. He was very, very gracious.
Brad, you that much of a gentleman? With Kristin?
I would like to be that much of a gentleman with Kristin, but at the same time, she makes it very difficult.
What do you mean I make it very difficult? How do I make it difficult?
What do you mean, how do you make it difficult?
Because I want passion, because I want,
It just seemed like
Oh,
you
you
were following
want
a
passion.
Friday?
Hey, let's pound one out. I got stuff to do. I got to get to aerobics. Come on.
Well, it just seemed like you were
don't
following a
think
script
so.
from point A to point, there was no spontaneity in
Kelly?
that.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's a big difference there. He really set the tone for a very nice evening.
Which sounds like it was nice. Kelly, anything go on after dinner?
Yeah, we went out afterwards. We were going to go dancing, but the club we went to had a line around the block. But one really nice touch I'd like to say is we took separate cars. I met him at the restaurant, and as our cars were pulled up by the valet, simultaneously whisks over and takes care of my valet, which I thought was really impressive. Isn't that nice? And then we went to this really great jazz club I've been wanting to go to for months, and sat right at the piano bar and made requests, and they played them. It was a really nice evening.
Hey, Kelly, if Brad's spending 6 or 7 hours on a computer and ignoring you, is that going to be a problem?
I have this to say about computers. I've just recently got my own computer, and I think that's the way of the world. If you're computer savvy,
Video games?
you have an edge.
Video games.
Maybe
are the way
not,
of the
but
world.
I know people that are doing very well, and if I'd rather him be in front of a computer learning cutting edge technology than sitting around watching movies or loafing around.
And I gotta say too that the computers and the games, they're kind of an escape. Maybe I'm just trying to escape some things.
Okay. Kelly, did you get the impression that he enjoyed the date while you were out?
Yes, I did. He said very nice things throughout the evening, and then the next day, I actually on my lunch break had a huge bouquet of flowers delivered to work, telling me what a nice evening he had had, and that really put the icing on the cake. I thought that was really, really sweet.
Nice touch. Brad, you
Yeah.
ever do that for Kristin after a date?
It's been a while, I'm afraid.
What are you going to do?
Exactly. All right, sounds like you guys had a good time. She's got great legs that you were looking for. She has some initiative, and it worked out pretty well. Okay.
Blast.
Will Kristin and Brad have a change of heart? During the break, they're going to make their decisions. We'll find out what they decided when we come back. All right, now it's the moment of truth. During the break, Kristin and Brad each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? That's what we're going to find out. You know, Brad, it's been a one-year relationship so far, but there is no ring yet. That was one of the concerns. You wanted somebody that maybe wasn't so bossy, a little slower in the romance department, that would take their time there and had better thighs. So, how you feeling at this point, and what is your decision?
Well, I have to say that Kristin is an awesome-looking woman. No disagreement there. And she's a really great person. Kelly, on the other hand, is also incredible. Very warm, beautiful smile. Really had a great time with her.
Brad?
You're welcome, Kelly. However, my relationship with Kristin is pretty solid, and we're very honest with each other. So I'm going to go ahead and stay with her.
Stay together. Okay. Sorry, Kelly.
That's all right.
All right, Kristin. Now, he wants us to hang in there.
Yeah.
You know, the same issues concerned you. You wanted somebody that maybe was a little more fashionable, didn't hang out on computers for hours and hours and hours. How you feeling, and what's your decision?
Well, Michael is very stylish, and we had a really great talk, and he's very passionate, and he's very attractive, and I do like him a lot, but at the same time, Brad I love, and he's a wonderful, wonderful boyfriend, and even though I get furious with him, I definitely go.
Sorry, Michael.
That's what I like.
Well, you know. Yeah, there you go. A little kiss. There we are. And Kristin, does he have fresh breath?
Yes.
Well, that's good. You know, Brad, you learned a couple of things. It's been a year. Maybe this will actually get you a little closer to the ring that you may or may not want at this point. I don't know. Okay, thanks for being here. That's our show for today. Good luck to Kristen and Brad. Thanks to Michael and Kelly. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.